decided to save up some scrolls. See how many I have so far. I don't really want to do those for food. I do those often when I'm not recording anyway. So I got a lot of mystic scrolls, mostly from the challenges. And these element scrolls are from the event. I'm about to get one more of each element once my Magician turns level 40. And I opened one mystical scroll. One. In the whole day. And I got this. Yes, this is Zyros, the fire dragon. So, for those that don't have him, he is really powerful once he is fully leveled and awakened. I mean, all monsters are better fully awakened. But for now, this is where we have Firebolt, just pretty much just a single attack. His other two attacks are the most powerful ones. Rain of Fire is just like a hailstorm of fire and pain. So it burns enemies with the fire shower and inflicts continuous damage for 3 turns, 25% each attack. So 3 times, 75% in total. Now Fiery Breath attacks all enemies with Fiery Breath and puts their skills on cooldown. So that's a good skill, put skills on cooldown. So I was thinking like before I got him obviously to awaken my panda, but I think he has to wait now. Sorry, Fire Panda. You have a rival here. So his rooms, obviously, these are trash. Because I was told despair. And it's basically a despair with speed subs or something like that. Basically anything with speed subs because his speed is obviously really low. And with these runes, his stats are garbage pretty much. But I don't have that good runes to put on them anyway. So, as you guys know, in 2 days, basically, is free rune removal. As you can see in the chat, 1 day on May 6th. Today is May 4th. So, may the 4th be with you. And tomorrow will be Revenge of the 5th. Star Wars pun. Come on. Come on, guys. Watch Star Wars. You would understand. Okay, so my Lucian's level 36. He's almost there, level 37. So, and, since I'm not really a good example of a late game player, even though I am level 50 myself, see level 50, but my monsters are not as good as they should be when a person turns level 50. So let's check out an example of a real endgame player. And I really want my fire dragon to be good for Toa. I think he would actually help a lot. So, okay. So obviously this is my friends. See, that's a pretty cool design. I wish I can do something like that, make a design, but I can't really afford that mana right now. So, it's a pretty cool place, you know, pretty cool setup. It practically has everything from the shops. I have some stuff, but not everything. Okay, anyway, it's not what we're here for to look at this. Oh, okay, well, Water Samurai. I heard my bad. He's really good. Cats. I have the fire one. So, Let's fire Samurai. Um, Also, it's good to look at his monsters as well. So I can kind of, not exactly copy, but see what he has and work from there. Tyron. I heard he's a really good monster. So, what does this do? There's a small spear at the enemy with 30% to attack consecutive. So, this is pretty much the same move as Beta Reda's first move, practically. Cyclone attacks all enemies 2 times each with a 40% chance of increasing the enemies of landing a glancing hit for 2 turns. I hate glancing hits when I make them. But my illusion's pretty powerful, so when he lands a glancing hit, it's still pretty hard. Hailstorm. It's a pretty good move. It really is. Especially since he has all of them, these 2 moves, all of them skilled up. Really good. Okay, so his Samurai is not actually fully like his Tyrone. Okay, sick. The Water Phoenix fusion. I don't have him yet. I want to work on it, but I want to level all my monsters first before I start on fusions, even though I said it in the video. So I'm pretty sure everybody's seen him. Arcane Blast is just a single hit, kind of like Zyros's first move. Okay, so this monster would be good with a lot of crit stuff. Yeah, see, if he has like critical, just basically critical percent would be good, and damage as well. I would use it, but violent is also good. It gives him extra turn, so you can use this. So this is really good with monsters who have a high HP. Most likely it would be good in RTA, maybe real-time arena, and decreasing their attack power for 2 turns. That's pretty good. Okay, so Oron. Obviously, this is probably a really good stripper in the game. I think he's a stripper. I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, he's a good stripper. His last move, anyway. You can read there. Our new selects an enemy 4 times to grant one of the following effects: remove potential effects, stun, decrease, and deserve HP cover. Additionally, the attack bar of allies will be increased. So it's kind of like 50-50 that he strips or gives a harmful effect, which is also good. Fly. This is the same for every monster of the Brownie Magicians. So he would be good on VO. Surprise, he's not on VO. Interesting. Okay, she's like one of the good strippers in the whole game. Her last move is really good. So let's look at her. Attacks the enemy 3 times with the shimmering light. Each attack has a 10% chance to freeze the enemy for 1 turn. Ooh, 10%? That's actually 30% in total. Still, that's a low percentage rate to freeze. But then again, it is a first move, so. Oh, this one, I believe, yeah, this move gives her a shield at the same time as she deals damage. So, this is the move I was talking about, that she strips and removes beneficial on the enemies. So, I remember I was fighting against one. She doesn't remove it all. It's just sometimes she does it, maybe because the monster wasn't awakened or something. So, it probably didn't work that well. So, Galeen, I have him. Although his is fully skilled. Oh no. Almost fully skilled, level up. So, he's still a really good defense break and a support monster in general. Okay, so this is Water Death Knight. That is good. Unleashes a fatal blow on the enemy, serving the target's HP cover your 2 turns with a 50% chance. So that's gonna be kind of hard to land, but if you get it, that's good. This one is really good. It's the same as the Dark Death Knight Diaz. Um, so he would be really good on HP. So you look at that. Wait, is that reading it? Like 20,000 plus HP, so that attack is powerful. His second skill, anyway. And if you use Wind Dragon, well, Wind Dragon's good with any monster, basically. Okay, so this attack is really good. Well, unless he goes against a stripper, then it's over, basically. Okay, she is a really good support monster. See support, even though. So, attacks the enemies 2 times with each attack. A 25% chance to increase the enemy's chance of dealing glancing hit for 2 turns. So that's a good move. Glancing hits is always good against the enemy. Okay, so this is a stripper attack on the target. Then removes all beneficial effects on target. Target 2 more punishment will be removed. The attack bar of all allies will be increased by 20% each. That's a good move. Strips and increases attack bar. Really good. Okay, so this one is good. Heals all allies by 30% of your max HP, so she'll probably be on HP with her runes. Let's see. Ooh, that's kind of bad. You need to add 1 more rune on her. But either way, that is really good. 15 plus. 15k plus. And this also gets a shield that lasts 2 turns, equivalent to half of the executive heal. So it's probably going to be like 15% of the fire shield. Theomar is the best elemental Irish besides Vermos, I believe. Because he's get talked about. He's probably the most famous one besides Vermos. Attacks magical powers, inflicts continuous damage. It's a save move on all of the elemental Irish. His second move is the same as the fire one and the wind one. Not Vero. Vero. Yeah, Vero has the same. Never mind. They all have the same, except for their last skill. I think they all have passives besides the wind one. So this one attacks the enemy 3 times, weakens defense for 2 turns with a percent chance. So this one's different than Vermos, because Vero gives continuous damage, I believe. Or no, his is that stomp attack, which deals to max speed, or how much your speed attack is. So this one is a really good passive. Gains average advantage when attacking the enemy. When you receive fatal attacks, you will be immune to death for 1 turn. This is similar, kind of like the Water Death Knight, but to himself, which is really cool. Alright, so she can be annoying sometimes if you use monsters with critical hits. Like she gets that shield all the way up. She heals the allies and the 2 allies with one with the low just by 25% and 15%, and also drains the enemy's HP and gives it to her basically. But this one, she gets a shield, and basically on critical hits, it's very hard to take out unless you use monsters with glancing hits. Like I use fire monsters against her, and since it's a glancing hit, she will die, even though it's a fire monster that I'm using against her. Okay, so I believe she's a fusion monster for Fire Panda. Oh no, no, man, that's the wind. That's the wind one. So, attacks the enemy with condensed energy, reduces the enemy's defense for one turn with a 50% chance, and Twisted Kick will be activated in succession with a 30% chance. So this is kind of like the Samurai's attack of the first move. Has a certain percentage um, that the last skill, what was it? Supreme Skywolf. It's kind of similar to that. If you get that shield move on her, it's kind of similar. Twist Kick. The target will be turning with a turning kick. No, that is attack bar by 50%. With an 80% chance, increases the attack speed for 2 turns. If the target attack bar is double the attack, the target will be sent for 1 turn. So this would be really good on the spare. Well, I was kind of wrong. But Revenge is good too because of her first move. So you'd probably be getting like a lot of hits like that, especially with Twist Kick. Or like 50% of the time she'll do that in battles. So her last skill, Water Dragon Attack, strikes random targets 4 times with the power of water, increases the inflicted damage by 50% for each harmful effect on the enemy. If the skill is on cooldown, you have 25% chance to counterattack when attacked. Okay, so that's why he has Revenge runes on her. I've fed mine to 6-star Militia, and I don't regret it at all. Because Lucian is 6-star, and I believe I can get another one of these. Because she's a 4-star monster, not an Nat 5. I do have the water one of her though. And she's a great healer. So look at her. Same move for all of them. First move anyway. Basically hits with that butterfly. Which is pretty cool. Feel sorry for the butterfly. Attacks with graceful touch and possesses the enemy with 30% chance to increase the enemy's chance. Okay, so another glancing hit move. Amuse. This is like Chasun's move. Recovers the allies, increases the attack power for 3 turns, and recovers power in proportion to your attack power. So let's see. What's her attack power? That's really good. So she'll heal pretty good. Okay, so her last move is pretty good too. Becomes instantly usable if the enemy dies. That's pretty good. I know I probably kind of should have kept her for that, but hey, Lucian is 6-star, you know? Okay, so Bayonetta is also... He's a fusion monster for... I believe it's... Katarina, the Wind Valkyria. So let's review Bayonetta. Spirit Throw is a small spirit and increases your crit rate by 30% next turn if you get a crit. I believe it's the same as Tyrone's first move too. So this one is really good. Compresses the air around the enemy, causing turbulence, which sets their attack bar to 0. This is really good if the enemy is about to have his or her turn next, basically. So with this, you just hit the enemy with this, and attack bar goes to 0. And Phoenix Fury, this one always kind of like gets me. I always get attacked by people who have Bayorettas. This attack is really good. Summons the Phoenix to breathe fire on all enemies, inflicts 2 continuous damage for 3 turns. Now this is really good. Continuous damage is always good, no matter what monster you have. As long as you can get the continuous damage though. So, Fire Sulfid, I have her as well, but not awakened or level 40. I have her still 4-star, but I did 5-star my Wind Sulfid. Acius, I believe that's how you pronounce it. And she helped me a lot with her 3rd skill.